So they say that desperate times call for desperate measures. And we can already see from the Kenya Kusha shit show, they've started playing on ethnic biases. They've started stoking ethnic animosities. They've started now, they want to drive a wedge between certain communities because this is a strategy that Jomo Kenyatta used. This is a strategy that Moi then came later to use, Kibaki, Uhuru. Every time you have, especially, you have to game the Mount Kenya people, creating imaginary enemies, telling them that these guys are your enemies. And we can already feel the sentiment. These guys are your enemies. Well, we know they are not our enemies. We are all Kenyans. Me, I'm far from being divided, especially by politicians. Now they have seen now that's the weak point. But I am so amazed because even when Dennis Itumbi alluded to a meeting by Raila of Luo elders, that specifically mentioning Luos was supposed to attain a certain effect. But if you go to the comments themselves, guys are not falling for the trap. They're not taking the bait. And this is progress, I'm telling you. And for the first time in the history of our country, we have had civic education on a mass scale. We have been talking about the finance bill, the nitty-gritties. People are now more aware about the debt situation, you know, and then the media have also taken time to educate people while educating themselves at the same time. So this is unprecedented. And we have now zeroed in. My enemy is not a certain community. My enemy is my politicians who keep on playing this divisive card so as to achieve their own ends. Jomo Kenyatta used to box the Mount Kenya people and tell them, oh, these people of the Lake region, they are what? They are. No, that's rubbish. Now we are far beyond that. We have devolution. We have deconstructed the corruption mechanisms. We have seen that Kambas are also suffering, like the coastal people, like the Kikuyu people, from the devolved money, like the northeastern people. Northeastern people, all their devolution money has been laundered in the real estate sector in Nairobi. So we have understood that it doesn't matter, number one, who is the president up there. Corruption is still very, very rife within our devolved structures. And so we are saying people are not falling for that. And we cannot blame the Kenya Kusha shit show. They are in denial that people are no longer feeling their vibe. You know, it's almost like your partner, when your partner moves on and you never thought that they had the capacity to move on. You know, it's you're caught there and you're wondering, Jesus, this was somebody I used to call, namwambia uko wapi, kuja haraka. Anakimbia, anachukua Uber, anachukua nduvi, just to come and see you. Suddenly unamuona na jamaa mwingine ama na dem mwingine. These guys are in denial. These guys are almost committing suicide if you look at them. I saw the MP of Roiro, I don't know his name. Let me tell you, just listen to his garbage. Just listen.
Nitamatisa kusema hivi. Nyinyi mulichagua sisi, na munatuchagurire rĩngĩ. Na bũrũri nĩ mũritũ mũno. Na nĩtũrerutĩra na indo citũ, na indo cia thirikari. No indo cia thirikari na citũ itingĩrutĩra we mwega. Indo ingĩ igĩthũkangagio. Kwa hivyo mimi niwaombe watu wa Ruiru kwa unyenyekevu mwingi mno. Hiyo migomo wameitiza, tafadhali usiende kwa huo mgomo. Kwa sababu wakati duka imefungwa, njaa imeongezeka zaidi. Na njoke njũrie atĩrĩrĩ, andũ mariga kwĩna ng'aragu, he mũndũ ũngĩhota gũkũra reri mũhũtu. Ũcio nĩ mũndũ mũhũnu, nĩ mũndũ mwaganu. Koguo mũtikanyitane na mũndũ ũcio.
So that's the nuance. You need to look at the nuances and the insinuation. He talked about, he used Kikuyu there. He said, can a hungry person go and uproot the railway? Now he's referring to historic incidents which happened during the 2007-2008 post-election violence, where the residents of Kibera, when they were protesting the outcome of the results, they uprooted the old railway that we had. Now, so we have not had such a similar incidents in this whole Maandamano era. I mean, nobody has gone out of their way to destroy the structures which have been built, national installations. In fact, it has become plausible that the people who ruined the expressway are the same ones who concocted the 700 million figure because they wanted to be paid through emergency spending by the government. So nobody has done anything as regards to the railway. Furthermore, that railway is almost extinct, the one he's talking to. The new SGR is secured on both ways by fence, by electric fence. It's also managed by the Kenya Wildlife Service armed guards. Nobody has gone there. And even if people were to go there, this is a concessional project which has all the relevant insurances and whatnot. So nobody has touched the, nobody has even dared to touch the railway or any other national installation. But for him to make that insinuation, it was trying to wage a gap between this community and that community. And people were not falling for it. You should have listened to, and we are going to put the last part when now he tried to plug in President William Ruto and Gachagua as the people who are going to liberate Mount Kenya. Guys were not having that. And I'm telling you, this is Roiro. This is Roiro. This is ground zero of where the Odamakistan, all the toxicity you hear in Kameme and Inoro, that guys are not feeling their vibe. This is progress. It's almost like civic education is almost like tug of war. The margin of win is nominal, but it is significant. You understand? So that now we are not talking about, I don't know what, I don't know all this nonsense that you see Akina Edgar Obare, Eve Mungai pushing. We are not talking about that. They are talking about it in their own circles. But the conversation that has transcended all other conversations is this one of the finance bill. But they don't want us to reach a point of consensus amongst community. They want us to keep fighting. That's why now the MPs of Mount Kenya region, some of them, I'm getting intel that they've been paying Buddha guys to come and cause drama to protesters. And then now I see I see these who are these international communities releasing a statement, and then they're saying blah blah blah. I'm wondering, where have you been when there was a collaborative framework between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza? They were talking about issues, contentious issues, especially IEBC. You know, IEBC is a corrupt outfit. Wafula Chebukati, they've been vomiting on issues that Wafula Chebukati can be, wives can be appointed, and then he's there congratulating her. And then these guys, they think we are not looking at this rubbish, that your wife can be appointed after the wife of the electoral commission. Does that even happen in those Muzungu countries? So these Muzungu ambassadors, like someone like Meg Whitman, when she came, she's always been taking business mercenaries to State House. I always opined that she now has a desk in State House because she was there every week. Then you have this other one of the UK, the one who is outgoing, Jane Marriott. Never met activists, never met journalists, never met people. She's just been meeting TikTokers, despots, and business people, because these Muzungus have decided, screw these guys, man. Let's now not even stop pretending that we care about them. You understand? So now they are showing concern. Now they are purporting, come on, man. We are seeing protests in France, in where. So save the lectures for people who can listen to them. You understand? Before I come to an end, Nation is now writing, enough is enough. I've seen Smithy Vidyati very angry. Enough is enough. Raila and Ru, weren't you the same guys 2 weeks ago who are telling Raila to upgrade and to remain steadfast in the line of opposing the government without doing any handshakes? Now you are switching the narrative. Well, have you been paid? Has brown envelopes have checked in? Huh? The M-Pesa has reflected. Suddenly you're changing your tune. That's rubbish. Huh? Let's listen to this other part when that Ruiru MP tried to plug in Ruto and Gachagua.
Na murugame na Daktari William Samoei Ruto na Gachagua. Todo adwachio ona inie guoko adwachio achio no magateithia bururi witu. Todo tutire na thamaki yake. Hadi watasimama na sisi. Na unajua hata hawajamaliza hata mwaka moja. Wako na miezi 8. Onakone mwanataki siyaretwo. Mimi niwaambie uwazi kama mjumbe na mtumishi wenu. Yes. Na mimi nitaendelea kuongea haki kwa sababu
So you see, guys are not feeling Ruto and Rigiji on the ground. That is, you people from who are trying to stoke ethnic animosity know that your time is up. Your narrative Nobody is buying your bullshit anymore. Finally, the Kenyatta family criminal enterprise, those useless Muzungus who work for them. You've seen guys want to come and they've said they want to, I don't know, demonstrate outside whose Mama Ngena's house. Prepare yourselves, have guards there. Don't come to ruin our moment. We won't turn Maandamano, the clamor for the cost of living to be lowered, and turn it into a Mama Ngena affair and protecting her property. Jipangeni.